Good morning, soul family. So let me tell you something. While you're walking this spiritual path and you're growing and you're healing and you're learning and um, your blessings are rolling in and life is balancing out for you. Um, because the wheel of fortune, the karmic wheel has turned. Um, So, you're more than likely walking into a new timeline, things of that nature. Be mindful of the people that try to come back into your life. And the reason why I say that is because, now, here's the thing. There may be some people that might really be learning the lessons, okay? Because typically, well, I'll speak for my situation, divine intervention had to be done, okay, to pull me out of the equation and to give these people around me a wake-up call for the things that they have done to me over the years, okay? And while they may be learning the lesson, right, some of them, I ain't gonna say all of them, but some of them, you still got to understand that they have to deal with that shit on their own. And I say this to say, a lot of time when they are trying to come back into your life, they see what God is doing, okay? And they are trying to avoid their karma. And to be honest with you, that's really what they have been doing all these years. All everybody was doing was dumping their karma off onto you. That's why they do these evil things to people, because that's how they steal. They have went years and years of stealing and doing dark things, so they cannot produce light. They are of the dark. They signed a contract with the devil and they owe the devil a debt. And so instead of going through the illusions, because like I said, the devil promises you a lie. All it be is an illusion. The devil can't promise you happiness. He can promise you temporary pleasure, maybe obsession, lust, but no love, no nothing of the light. All he promises is pain, and he makes the shit look shiny in the beginning. And so you have to understand that these people are reaping years and years and years of karma. So they trying to find any kind of loophole or any kind of way to get in so that they can avoid their karma. And you got to remember, when you were in their life as a chosen one, earth, angel, star seed, you know what I'm saying? You came with automatic protection and covering for everybody around you that you loved. So when you leave them and you disconnect from them, you take all your special gifts and all your little special energy, you take that shit with you. So these people are no longer protected. You know what I'm saying? They can no longer hide. They can no longer lie. They can no longer do any of these things. All they can do is scramble like motherfucking roaches in the kitchen. You know how roaches be? They run around in the dark, and then as soon as you turn the light on, they caught, and they scrambling everywhere. So you have to be very mindful and be discerning. And here's the thing. When you look at it, how do I want to put it? Was it Joseph? I'm not no Bible thumper, y'all. Okay? I know some, but if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Joseph, or was it David? Either Joseph or David, but I do know after a few years, after they, his family, whoever it was, where his family betrayed him. Okay? And then in the long run, after he was deemed king and all that other kind of stuff, the same people, which was his family that attacked him, he was the same one. He came back to help them. You know what I'm saying? And his family betrayed him. They tried to kill him. They set him up. They did all these things. But in the end, his family needed him. You know what I'm saying? So God will humble you very quickly. But you have to be discerning. And you have to let God lead the way. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what God has in store for you. He may lead you back to these people one day to help them with the way the world look. But at this time, you have to focus on you, and they need to focus on themselves and the lessons that they need to learn. They're not going to learn shit with you interfering, and that's the thing. They're uncomfortable. They don't want to. So they're going to come back scurrying, trying to run back to you. They're going to come up with some sob story. They're going to try to make you feel bad. They're going to lie, or they're going to try to act like ain't shit happened, because these raggedy motherfuckers are trying to avoid their karma. So them coming back to you is not always genuine. They're only doing that because they want to avoid getting their ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Getting their shit tore out the frame. Getting drug every which way but loose. Because the amount of shit that they did, oh, God is having his motherfucking way. You better believe that. Especially fucking with an earth angel at the end of the day. Ain't no rest for the wicked. So if you find the people from your past and people coming back to you trying to, you know what I'm saying, get back in your good graces, just remember what they did. Remember how they moved. You know what I'm saying? Because all they're doing more than likely is trying to get back under your umbrella so that they can avoid their karma. I love you. Bye.